taught me to.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We've got the Washington Wizards and the Toronto Raptors. And now Washington's starting group. We've got Antoine Jamison, Stevenson out there with Arenas. Then there's Haywood. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Stevenson passes to Haywood. And a wide open look for Arenas. Hits it from 3-point range.
And you have to honor the 3-point shooting of Arenas. A big-time scorer who's shown the consistency from beyond.
Now here's Gasol. Leonard attacking. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here is Arenas. Outside Butler.
Arenas.
Stevenson outside. Shot clock at 6. From 13, Siakam pulls it in.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Back to Lowry. No good. Arenas with the defensive effort. Butler dishes to Jamison. Fires top of the key. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
The more you watch Arenas, the more it seems like the sky is the limit when it comes to his ability. Starting to do things you just don't expect from a guy his size.
And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Gasol, a screen on Arenas. Lowry kicks to Gasol. And it's good, 2 points.
Smart playmaking by Kyle, moving the ball to a guy with a good look.
Now Arenas, he has 5. On the wing, Stevenson, guarded by Green. Pass to Haywood. From deep, Arenas. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Passes it to Lowry. Screen by Siakam. A floater. Lowry's shot is good.
Oh, love the smooth shot from Lowry. Keeping it out of the defense's reach with the floater.
Stevenson outside. The dish now to Butler. Haywood with a screen on Leonard. On the wing, Arenas. Over Lowry. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Arenas has got 7 points.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now, here's Lowry. Leonard on the wing, defended by Butler. Here's Gasol. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Gasol's got his second bucket of the game to go.
In the pick and roll, I like confidence. Leonard showing as a facilitator, his game just continues to ascend.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the lead.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Raptors.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
First free throw is good. And Stevenson drops them both. Here's Lowry. Feeds to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
You see the strength, the explosiveness of Danny Green. He's not just an outside shooter, folks.
Lowry against Arenas. Pass to Jamison. Back to Arenas. Pocket 6. To the paint. Here's Haywood. Rebound by the Raptors. Outside, Green. He kicks to Lowry. Leonard inside. Defended by Butler. Leonard against Butler. The fader. Leonard, no luck.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Stevenson with it. Back to Arenas. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Arenas has got 9.
And he's got all the moves. Arenas not afraid to get inside.
Lowry passes to Siakam. And here is Green. Leonard looking around. Back to Green. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Washington trailing. Here's Arenas. He's got 9. Here's Stevenson, and it's all evened up.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Outside Lowry. Now the pass to Leonard. And the 3 off target.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Stevenson outside. Back to Arenas. Nice ball movement by Washington. 6 on the shot clock. And Antoine Jamison, the bucket on the assist by Haywood.
Flushes the mid-ranger. What a shot from Jamison.
Outside Leonard. Gasol is screen on Butler. To the middle. A nice shot by Gasol. He's got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside Arenas. No good from outside. And so Green will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Down low, here's Gasol. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Gasol's got 8.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
And here's Arenas. He's got 9. Pass to Butler. Back to Stevenson. Again, the Wizards score.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
So it's Toronto now, following the bucket by the Wizards. Gasol, a screen on Arenas. Lowry passes to Gasol, and Gasol slams it in.
He's not your prototypical high-flying roll man, but Marc Gasol, no doubt, can get it done.
Now here's Arenas. Stevenson outside, from deep. Siakam pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Got that one up quick. Green's got his second bucket.
As a defender, you want to force Danny Green to put the ball on the floor. Can't let him catch and shoot.
Outside Arenas. The 9-foot shot. Back to Stevenson for three. Cans it from downtown. 9 points in the game so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Leonard the pass to Siakam. It's not going to go for him. Jamison with the defensive effort. Now Stevenson. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Arenas. Kicks it to Jamison. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Lowry against Arenas. Passes to Butler. He feeds it to Jamison. Over Siakam. Nice shot by Jamison.
And phenomenal work in close. Jamison is just so assertive from that area.
Lowry kicks to Green. Siakam passes to Lowry. Gasol setting the pick for Lowry. And again, Toronto with the triple.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
Now here's Arenas. Haywood with a screen on Lowry. Arenas tries again. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Pass to Butler. Outside Arenas. Leonard against Butler. Back to Arenas. Fires the three. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Leonard. He has 5 to the middle. Here's Gasol. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 12 points for Marc Gasol.
Marc Gasol, he's pretty good with a hand in his face. It doesn't bother him.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. Toronto making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. The Wizards also changing it up. John Thomas is checked in for Haywood. Mason checks in for Stevenson. And Daniels subbed in for Gilbert Arenas. On the wing, Daniels takes the three. The rebound by Gasol. Toronto leading by 4. Here's Leonard. Rebound by Jamison. Jamison's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here is Daniels. Now recovering. Daniels passes to Jamison. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Norman Powell comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Green. And a switcher also for Washington. Hayes, he's checked in for Mason. That free throw good from Jamison.
And Jamison is such a talented scorer, a forward who can get it done both outside and in. He's special.
Now here's Powell. Ibaka outside. The pass to Powell. Gasol setting the pick for Lowry. His three-pointers off the mark. Washington trailing. Outside Butler. Shoots over VanVleet. Hits the target from 18 feet. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Lowry. He has 7. Ibaka finds Powell. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. With the teardrop, and Thomas with the block. Hayes with it. Thomas a screen on Powell. Trying to get open is Jamison. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
For Washington, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. OG Anunoby comes in for Kyle Lowry. Free throw good from Hayes. Raptors trail by 4. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Thomas grabs the rebound. And it's Washington's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Butler kicks to Daniels. Pass to Blatch. Left side, Butler. No good on the shot. And so it's Gilbert Arenas making things happen for the Wizards. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Washington.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Wizards leading by 4. Norman Powell is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Lowry. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And it's Butler missing. Here's Toronto. Here's Lowry. And here is Van Vliet. Here's Ibaka. That shot off. Good D by Thomas. Here is Daniels. Lowry covering. Inside. Outside Butler. They set the pick. Shoots over Van Vliet. And Butler gets it to go. Butler's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Wizards. Here's Lowry. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Wizards with the lead. And it's Hayes in the corner. Daniels passes to Thomas. Outside Butler. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Blatch. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Ibaka finds Van Vliet. A rebound by Thomas. Wizards leading by 8. Butler feeling it out a bit. Floats one. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Powell. That's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
We see this every night from Norman Powell, putting on his hard hat and going to work.
Now Daniels. Still yet to score. Pass to Blatch. Now here's Thomas. Goes up on the wing. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2. Thomas got the lead up to 8 now for the Wizards. Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Lowry up top. He's covered by Daniels. Now here's Boucher. Guarded closely. Pass to Powell. Here's Van Vliet. Rebound, Washington. Thomas got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the pass to Daniels. Over Lowry. And that one's good. Daniels. And now a 10-point Washington lead.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Van Vliet passes Boucher. And the dunk by Boucher.
This is how powerful Boucher can be, showing no mercy to the rim.
Pass to Blatch. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, he kicks it to Hayes. Passes it to Daniels. Elbow shot. Here's Thomas. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
There's 2 things they rely on him for: being competitive and bringing energy.
And the call will go against Caron Butler. That is his first foul of the game. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Raptors. And a switcher also for Washington. Deshaun Stevenson, he's checked in for Hayes. Ibaka, the pass to Anunoby. Kicks it to Lowry. 5 to shoot. And the call will go against Caron Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for OG Anunoby. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Green in for Fred Van Vliet. And a switcher also for Washington. Jameson's checked in. Outside Lowry. The feed to Ibaka. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. We have seen officials cracking down in recent years on traveling violations. The sense from the league was with the freedom of movement rule changes, it was becoming almost impossible to defend if ball handlers get away with, let's call it, extra footwork. It's been an adjustment for the players, but they're talented enough to make that adjustment. Kevin?
Yeah, they are. You're right. A high skill level indeed. DA, thank you. So Raptors trail by 12. Siakam outside. Back to Lowry. Got a hand on it. Daniels with it. Outside Butler. To the inside. Stevenson against Green. And it's Stevenson missing.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Lowry looking around. To the middle. Here's Ibaka. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Here is Daniels. Pass to Stevenson. On the wing, Daniels. While recovering. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Fast break execution. Danny Green knows where he's supposed to be and seals the deal.
For Toronto, they have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Gasol's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Gilbert Arenas is checked in for Washington. Free throw, no good for Green.
A prototype 3-and-D guy, Green's focused on becoming a more complete player. Part of that is becoming more consistent from the free throw line.
Now here's Jamison. 7 points in the game. From deep, Arenas. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Arenas has got the lead up to 13 now for the Wizards. Outside Lowry. The pass to Siakam. Green taking his time here. Just 5 on the clock. This all setting the pick for Lowry. And again, Toronto no up. Here's Washington now. They're on a 15-6 run. Now here's Arenas. 15 points in the game. Three-pointer, Daniels. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And you can tell Arenas just has that ability.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 16-point game. Gasol, a screen on Arenas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Gilbert Arenas. That's his first foul. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Leonard. 5 points in the game. Over Stevenson, and that one's good. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
Strong, unflappable, and crafty. Leonard's got it all.
Pass to Stevenson. Outside Thomas. Here's Jamison. Dishes it to Stevenson. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul.
Raptors on defense. Outside, Jamison. Passes it to Arenas. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Leonard. This all setting the pick for Leonard. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 10.
At the start of his career, no one thought Kawhi would end up being this good of a three-point shooter. He's a marksman.
Daniels passes to Thomas. He kicks it to Arenas. Pass to Daniels. Jamison, a screen. Shot clock at 5. Fires from the line. Second chance shot. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Yeah, great positioning by Jamison. He's right there to grab the rebound and send it back.
Gasol dishes to Lowry.
Hey, yo, right here. Pick it up, pick it up.
Gasol, a screen on Arenas. Thomas grabs the rebound. Thomas got 9 rebounds now tonight. Daniels kicks it over to Arenas. Outside Thomas. Daniels passes to Jamison. Over Siakam. Here's Thomas. Goes up again. Rejected by Gasol.
Love how Gasol patrols the court, always on the lookout to reject his shot.
Now here's Leonard. He's covered by Daniels. Leonard kicks to Green. Here's Lowry. Here's Gasol. Jamison with the defensive effort. Washington leading now by 13. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the half. Here's Daniels. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Siakam.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Wizards shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Daniels.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Haywood's checked in for Etan Thomas. And it's Butler in for Stevenson. Both free throws good from Daniels. Raptors trail by 15. Outside Lowry. And there's the pass to Siakam. Arenas against Lowry. Gasol setting the pick for Lowry. Looking to get it going. Again, the miss by Lowry.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Daniels dishes to Arenas. Back to Daniels. Arenas trying to free himself up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Shooting for Washington, Antonio Daniels, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Raptors trail by 17. Outside Leonard. Pass to Siakam. Lowry from deep three-point land. Traps in the tray. Lowry's got 10.
And that was from way downtown. Lowry truly is a gifted shooter from distance.
Right side, Butler. Over Leonard. It's Butler that time on the assist by Daniels. He's got 6.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Leonard. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. Hayes, he's checked in for the Wizards. Stevenson comes in for Daniels.
You know, Kawhi Leonard can be kind of a mystery off the floor, but when he's playing, his actions speak for themselves.
Now here's Arenas. 15 points in the game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Haywood with a screen on Lowry. Arenas, that's a two-pointer. Misses the chippy right there.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And so it's the Washington Wizards looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll return shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic from Gilbert Arenas.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So the Wizards 5 right now. They've got Stevenson. Jamison is out there with Haywood. It's Caron Butler. And it's Arenas in at the 1. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Leonard with the bucket.
A bruising bucket down low. Kawhi's not going to flinch because of a little contact.
Passes to Butler. Haywood with the ball. Butler a screen on Gasol. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Jamison. That's in, coming off an assist from Arenas. Jamison's got 11 points.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
And a wide open look for Siakam. And again, Toronto with the triple.
That play shows you how much confidence this team has in Siakam's shot. They set him up perfectly.
And it's Arenas with the jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Gasol, and the layup is good. 14 points for him.
Marc Gasol is battling. Even with the defender all over him, he kept his focus.
Pass to Haywood. Lets the three fly, and there's Gilbert Arenas on the assist by Haywood. Arenas has got 20.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Now, here's Green. He has 7. Here's Gasol. Haywood with the block. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Stevenson passes to Butler. Here's Jamison. From deep, Arenas. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Lowry against Butler. Here's Siakam. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Siakam's got his second basket of the game.
Good defense, better offense. Through hard work, Siakam's become a #1 scoring option.
There's the pass to Jameson. They double him with Siakam. Here's Stevenson. Again, the Wizards score.
The assist, Antoine Jameson.
And Toronto has possession, trailing by 13. Outside Leonard. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside Green. And again, Toronto with the triple.
I like to see Kawhi looking for his teammates, keeping the offense flowing.
Green against Stevenson. Pass to Haywood. Tipped away. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And here's Leonard. 15 points in the game. Passes it to Gasol. Butler against Leonard. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by the Wizards. Haywood's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Butler. Butler, a screen on Gasol. The pass to Jameson. And too long on the shot. Raptors trail by 10. Outside Lowry. Outside Green. Butler against Leonard. Over Butler. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. He dishes it to Stevenson. Back to Butler. Haywood with a screen on Leonard. Butler passes to Arenas. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jameson. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Jameson's got 4 this quarter. Toronto with the ball. Now Leonard. Driving the lane. It's good.
Driving with a purpose. Leonard shakes off the hit, maintains focus, count it.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Stevenson with it. 11 points in the game. The dish to Butler. Kicks it to Jameson. Jameson with a screen for Arenas. Over Lowry. Nails the 16-footer. Arenas has got 22 points.
And so far, Arenas is feeling it. Fiery offensive games like this are why they call this man the hibachi.
Gasol. And Gasol with the dunk.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Pass to Haywood. Outside Butler. Jameson, a screen. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Goes back up. Nice shot by Jameson. Jameson's got 15 points.
And we see this sometimes from Jameson. This guy has the ability to catch fire and go into a zone.
That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Siakam. Here is Arenas, following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Arenas against Lowry. Back to Stevenson. That's good, and it's Arenas with the assist. Arenas has got his 4th assist in this one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
The shot by Lowry, no good. Wizards leading by 11. Arenas dishes to Stevenson. Outside Butler. Haywood with a screen on Leonard. Outside Arenas. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Gasol. Here's Toronto. Van Vliet looking around. Lowry finds Leonard. Over Butler. And it's Leonard missing. Stevenson outside. Back to Arenas. Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Here's Leonard following the bucket by the Wizards. And finished off by Gasol.
We've gotten to see the full arsenal of Marc Gasol. He's comfortable being the focal point.
Stevenson outside. Here's Jamison. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Butler against Leonard. Gasol, a screen on Butler. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut back down to 11. Some big points there from Gasol.
We know he can shoot it from the outside, but I love to see Marc down there on the block.
Now, here's Butler. He's got 6. He kicks it to Haywood. Feeds to Jamison. From deep, Arenas sinks the triple. Arenas has got 12 now in this quarter.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And the Raptors call time here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
He's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Siakam kicks to Powell. Gasol setting the pick for Lowry. And again, no good by Toronto. Washington leading now by 14. Passes it to Blatch. They set the pick. Here's Butler. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now, here's Siakam. 7 points in the game. Rebound, Washington. Thomas got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Floats one up, and it's Butler missing. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors, and Lowry has it in the corner. And Butler sends it back. And he gets it back. Another shot, and the layup good by Lowry. Lowry's got 12 in the game.
I just love the show of aggression from Lowry. The toughness he plays with on the offensive boards is outstanding.
Here's Blatch over Siakam. Blatch, no luck. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Now here is Lowry. He's got 12. Gasol, a screen on Arenas. For three, Van Vliet. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside, Arenas. 50 seconds left in the third. Arenas has doubled. 4 on the clock. Butler from outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Arenas. Arenas has got 5 assists in the game. Outside Lowry. And Gasol now top of the key. Outside Lowry. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 15.
Tough-minded individual. Lowry answers back with his own three on the other end.
Butler against Powell. Shoots from the baseline, and Butler gets it to go. Butler's got 7 now in this quarter.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Here's Lowry. Drops in the layup for 2.
Gifted scorer. I like when Lowry takes initiative and looks to capitalize inside.
And so it's Gilbert Arenas making things happen for the Washington Wizards. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Jeremy Lin is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Wizards leading by 14. The pass to Jamison. And it's Hayes in the corner. The Wizards working the ball around now. Pass to Daniels. Here's Jamison. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's the Raptors ball. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And Toronto making a change here. Smith is checked in. And here are the Raptors now. Intercepted. Here is Daniels. Stevenson outside. Hayes the pass to Daniels. Kicks it out to Stevenson. 3 on the clock. Here's Thomas. With the clock winding down, and a slam dunk by Jamison.
And with authority, Jamison leaps up for the rim before the defense has a chance to stop him.
Van Vliet outside. Anunoby with the screen for Van Vliet.
Wizards foul. Jarvis Hayes.
Chris Boucher is checked in for Toronto.
First team foul.
Checking in for Toronto, number 25, Chris Boucher.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Boucher sets a screen for Van Vliet. Back to Boucher. 5 on the clock. Pass to Van Vliet. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Van Vliet's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Stevenson outside. Back to Daniels. Jamison with a screen on Van Vliet. Daniels passes to Jamison. Now Daniels. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Here's Hayes. Anunoby sends it back.
What a swat from OG Anunoby. His wingspan is 7'2", and the opponents, sometimes they're surprised.
Now, here's Anunoby. Van Vliet on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. Thomas with the block. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And Hayes kicks to Stevenson. Jamison with a screen on Van Vliet. Daniels passes to Jamison. And here's Hayes. Puts up a 3. Buries it from three-point range. And the Wizards lead by 16.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Van Vliet on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. Thomas against Ibaka. The shot's good.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
Stevenson outside. Outside, Jamison. Pass to Daniels. Jamison, a screen. Elbow shot is on the way. Daniels, no good.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Ibaka dishes to Powell. Ibaka looking for an opening. Back to Powell. Now the pass to Van Vliet. From downtown. Rebounded by the Wizards. And Daniels up top. Boucher defending. Daniels kicks to Stevenson. Pass to Thomas. Jamison with it. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. And the Raptors with some changes. Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. Kawhi Leonard comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Green in for Norman Powell. And a switcher also for Washington. Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for Etan Thomas. Haywood, the pass to Hayes. And here's Daniels. Lock at 6. Kicks to Jamison. The Wizards working the ball around now. And again, Washington no good. Raptors trail by 14. Leonard the pass to Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
A tremendous floor spacer. Danny Green has that sniper's mentality.
Now Daniels. Pass to Hayes. Outside for Jamison. Stevenson dishes to Daniels. Jamison with a screen on Van Vliet. And that one's good. Daniels.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Daniels with it. Passes to Haywood. Now Stevenson. And here's Jamison, covered by Siakam. Fires at the elbow. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Leonard lays it up and banks it in. 22 points for Kawhi Leonard.
I like how Fred VanVleet stays patient. Eyes up, finds the breakdown in the defense.
Washington calls timeout. Checked in for Fred VanVleet. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Washington's head coach said to the team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Arenas against Lowry. Arenas kicks to Daniels. There's the pass to Blatch. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Butler. The rebound by Ibaka. And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. Here's Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Hey, for a guy who's never averaged more than 12 points a game over an entire season, Danny Green is destroying them tonight.
Daniels with it, headed by Green. Daniels passes to Haywood. He kicks to Arenas, and they double up Arenas. Here's the screen, and that one's good. Daniels has got 5 points in the quarter. Raptors trail by 12.
Right here.
Outside Lowry. From past the arc. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Lowry on the pick and roll draws so much attention because he is so good at finishing the play himself.
Here is Daniels. Outside Arenas. Rebound by the Raptors. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Siakam finds Lowry. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
Pass to Haywood. Here is Daniels. Nice ball movement by Washington. Outside Arenas. Over Ibaka. Daniels with it. He's against Green.
Good shot blocker for his size. Danny showing great timing right there.
The Raptors making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Jamison, he's checked in for the Wizards. Stevenson comes in for Antonio Daniels. Here's Toronto. They're on a 16-7 run. And the Raptors call time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade and replenish your energy for the late game push. Here's Lowry. Gasol setting the pick for Lowry to the paint and finished off by Gasol.
Not the biggest of players out there, Kyle Lowry, but he has no problem seeing through the defense on that pick and roll.
Haywood with a screen on Green. Stevenson with it. Now Green defending. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. It counts. And the foul. They get Gilbert Arenas.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They can't be afraid to keep pushing the basketball in transition because in a half-court set, they're struggling a little bit.
Throw good. Siakam.
Though you get a lot of individual production out of Pascal Siakam, he's a total team player. He checks his ego at the door.
Pass to Haywood. Over Lowry. On target from 13 feet.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
And you know, the adjustment should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot.
And the Raptors with the ball after the basket by Washington. Gasol, a screen on Arenas. Clock at 4. Lowry with the ball. And it's Jamison picking him up. The shot by Lowry, no good. Wizards leading by 4. Stevenson outside. Steps back and fires. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Leonard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Creative at finding ways to draw fouls. Leonard takes pleasure in getting them to overcompensate.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Now here's Arenas. Passes it to Jamison. The 15-footer. That's good on the jump shot. Jamison's got 14 points now in the second half.
And this is why Jamison is out here in big moments, because he knows he can come through.
Down low, Gasol. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And there's the pass to Haywood. Stevenson against Green. And Stevenson kicks it over to Arenas. And they double up Arenas. Haywood, the pass to Jameson. Shoots over Leonard. Another one falls for Washington.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
A shot by Lowry. Wide open. That 3 off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside, Jamison. 1:10 left in the fourth. Back to Arenas. Here's Butler. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Pass to Lowry. This all setting the pick for Lowry.
He's a handful inside. Marc Gasol taking it right at the defense, and he created some of that contact.
At the line for your Raptors, Marc Gasol. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
It's interesting. Gasol entered the league as a big guy with raw tools. Now one of the most highly skilled centers in the game.
So he comes up empty at the line. And they go to the intentional foul.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Lowry against Arenas. That's his 4th miss. He's made 5 of 9. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Ice water, baby. Game's on the line. Give it to someone who's been there before.
And he commits the intentional foul.
3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Deshaun Stevenson. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
At the line for the Wizards, Deshaun Stevenson. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
And the Raptors call time here. They're down by 6. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep, Green. Rebound by the Wizards.
Raptors foul.
17 points was their biggest margin. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
15 foul. At the line for the Wizards, Deshaun Stevenson, taking 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
Green left side. Lowry kicks to Leonard. Fires from deep. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Wizards with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now, let's check out our New Balance Player of the Game, Antoine Jamison.